Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we solve Leetcode daily challenge problem number 739, daily temperatures. So it is an interesting problem in which we'll be using monotonic stack logic. So we'll first check out the problem statement, then we'll look into the approach which you're going to use, and towards the end we'll see the code as well. So starting with the problem statement, it is given that uh, we will get an array of integers, temperatures that will represent the daily temperature, and we have to return an array answer such that answer of I, so basically every element in the answer array, is the number of days you have to wait after the ith day to get a warmer temperature. So basically you'll have to look for a value which is lower than today's value in the coming days. Okay, you cannot look back, you'll have to check for the next elements. Okay, if there is no future day for which this is possible, please keep answer of I equals to 0 instead. Okay, for example, in this case, if you see, we have 73, 74, 75, and so on and so forth. So for 73, to get a what warmer temperature, right? Represent it such that yeah. So to see a warmer temperature, basically, which which will end up, sorry, in we'll have to look for a greater number, basically. Okay, for example, in 73, if you see, the next element is 74, so day is 1. Okay, now we are at 74. 75 is the next element, that's why you have got 1 over here. But when you reach 75, the next bigger element or the larger element is 76, which is 4 days apart from the current day, right? So we will have 4 over here, and we'll follow the same logic. So if you see what we are doing, we are basically using indexes of the elements as well, right? So this is what we'll be doing while solving the problem. So let's check out the approach which we'll be using. So as I said, like, we'll be using the approach of monotonic stack, in which basically your stack or your array is either increasing or decreasing. Okay, uh, so now what I will do, I'll first show you the example, like how we got the numbers, and after that we will formulate this logic on the basis of that intuition. Okay, so we'll first start with 73. Our stack is empty at the moment, so what we'll do, we will store index in this stack. Store indexes, because of course you can get the value of any index anywhere in the code, right? So the stack is empty, so what we'll do, we'll add the value here. Okay, now we'll move to the next element. We are at 74 now. Okay, 74. Okay, so the previous element, or the element at the top of the stack, so top of the stack is index 0, right? So at index 0 in my temperature, okay, the value is 73, and my current index is 1, right? Temperature at current index, current index is 74. So 73 is less than 74, right? So what I'll do, I'll pop this, I'll remove this basically from the stack. Okay, now I know the current position, the current index was 1. Okay, current index is 1. The index I popped from stack was 0, so we get 1. Okay, and this 1 is the answer of the stack top index, the index which we just popped from the stack. So at index 0 in our result array or in answer array, we will write 1. Okay, and after doing all this, we will push the new index or the current index which we just saw. So now we have 1 here. Okay, we'll follow the exact same process. Now it is 74, 75. Okay, and 74 is less than 75. Again, the element we popped was 1. Sorry, the current index is 2. Okay, because we are at 75, we are processing 75, and 2 minus 1 will be 1. So we'll have 1 here, and we will again have our stack empty, right? Now comes the interesting part, and we have pushed the index 2 here. Okay, Now comes 71. Okay, 71, is it smaller than 75? No. So in that case, what we will do, we will just simply push the answer on top of it, the index on top of the current stack. Now we have 69. Okay, this is also not greater than the previous element. So what we'll do, we will again push the index on the top of the stack. Now we have 72. Okay, 72 is greater than 69. So what we will do, so okay, my current index is 5. Okay, current index is 5 and the value is 72. And as we saw, like the element at the top or the index at the top was 4, the value at 4 was 69, right? 69 is less than 72, right? And we are popping 4. Okay, we are processing this index right now. So what will be the value in the result at index 4? It will be current index minus stack top, which is 4 basically, right? So current index was 5 minus 4, which will be 1. So at index 4 I will write 1 again. Okay, but if you see, the after removing this, like this will be my stack, right? After that only the that also, I mean, sorry, after that also my stack top is smaller than the current index value, right? So what we will do, we will again pop this element. So temperature at 3 was 71, current index is 72, 71 is smaller than 72, and we here we'll have stack top, which is what, 3, current index is 5 minus 3, which ends up 2, right? So at index 3 we will write 2. Okay, now this element is also popped. This is my existing stack now. Next, okay, element at 2 is 75, which is not smaller than 72. So now we will add 5 over here. Okay, it's time to process further the next element. Now we come to 76. Okay, we will pop the element again from the top. Now the element is smaller, element is 72. 72 is less than 76, of course. So at index 5, because that's the element or the index we popped from the stack, we'll have 1, because 6 minus 5. Okay, this is my current stack now. But if you see, element at index 2, which is 75, this is also smaller than 76, right? So we will pop this one as well. And what will be the value? It will be 6 minus 2, which is 4. Okay, and now my stack looks like this. It is an empty stack at the moment now. And what we will do, we will add 6 in it. Next element is 73. By default, all the values are 0. So next element is 73. 76 is not smaller than 73, so we'll add 7 again. And we have finished the iteration of the given array. So we will basically end up with the result. If you check the example out, this was the result: 11421100. Okay, so this is what we are going to do, and this is the pseudo logic of it. While we have stack top, like the value at stack top index less than current value, we will pop the element and we will update the same index in resultant with current index minus the stack top index. Okay, and at the end we will add the current index on the stack. So this is the pseudo logic for the problem. Now let's check out the code for the same. So it is a very simple code of around 8 to 10 lines, in which what we are doing, we have defined in stack, okay, which we will be using. We have a resultant array, which we have by default initialize it with 0. Next, we are iterating the temperature array which we have received, and I have used enumerate because we are dealing with index, so it is easier to get the index and value at the same time using enumerate. Now while stack, like this basically check if we have valid elements in stack or not. Okay, so while stack, like while we have at least one element in the stack, and temperature at the value top of the stack is less than the current value, what we are doing, we are taking the top index from the stack and we are updating that in result with index minus, index basically is our current index minus top index. Top index is your stack top index. Okay, and after processing this, like no matter how many elements this process or how many indexes this process, I should say, we will add the current index on the top of the stack, and at the end we'll just simply return the result. So let's check out the test cases. So as you can see, the test case got clear. Let's submit it for further evaluation now. And the solution got accepted, as you can see, and we have performed like well, I would say. So we have performed around 85.48% on the runtime and 98% on the memory side. So yeah, this was the solution, guys. Thanks a ton for watching out the video. Stay tuned to the upcoming ones. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.